face it right there. Okay.
Sure, I got that on. I was going to go audio, but you know, people they'll get on there and they say, "Oh, how come you ain't got the? How come you ain't got the? How come you? Where your face at? We can't see nothing." All people is on social media. So, but I think the Lord, I think over 30,000 views. I think for the past month, I believe it was. So I think the Lord for every view on Facebook, on YouTube, and every view is a blessing. And you know, when people see it, they bless, and that's a blessing to have followers on social media. You know, so I was saved, as a matter of fact, by watching television ministry, passed out of Atlanta, Georgia. So that's how I was saved, through the television ministry. So it's always a blessing for that. And didn't have a lot of time to study yesterday, but you know, I'm gonna freestyle this thing in the Holy Ghost. So it's gonna be all right. So my brother gave me a call on this. My brother gave me a call this morning at 4 a.m. this morning, and he began to inquire about, what's going on, this other thing. I said, well, look, I gotta preach, you know what I mean? I gotta preach in the morning, I gotta preach. He said, okay, you ain't sleeping like that. I said, nah, I ain't sleeping, I'm wide awake. So, he's like, okay, well, he's like, where you preaching at? I said, well, I'm preaching 39th Reynolds Street. He said, okay, yeah, I haven't been to that church before. I said, okay, so he said him and his wife came here, and him and his wife came here, and he was saying his wife began to, the spirit hit her, when she began to cry and stuff like that, and they were really blessed, But I know he met Pastor Aaron one time. We was riding up down the street. I don't know if it was when I was here helping Pastor Aaron out at the church, or we were just riding around the neighborhood. I don't remember, but I don't know. Him and Pastor Aaron, he had some music in the car, that sort of thing. So Pastor Aaron was checking out the music in the car, stuff like that. He